Live. Let me go ahead and check. It says we are, but are we? And the answer is, well, so far that's looking good. The answer is yes, we're in fact live. Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. Let me actually check one thing real quick. Make sure I got this all set up correctly. If I didn't, and we'll work on that, but no worries. I should have it done. Yes, we seem to be good. All right. Perfect. All right. Yeah, we're fine. All right. Hello, everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. And today I am playing some Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Now, this game, I actually did a stream of it all the way back in 2020. I used the Narrow's HD texture pack back then, or the latest version of it at that time. Problem is, back then, of course, the Narrow texture pack wasn't actually finished. And so it was close to when it was December of 2020 when I did this stream of this game series, or stream series of this game. So yeah, so a lot has changed since then. We've gotten 2 PC ports, such as the one I'm using today, which is the 2 Ships to Harkonnen PC port, and then there's the Recomp port. And I was trying to figure between which of these 2 I should go with, so I'm using the Harkonnen port. I have the other one here if I want it, but I think for the purposes of today, we'll use this version here. The land of Hyrule, their echoes are legend. The legend held dearly by the royal family. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. Journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. This is actually talking about Navi, but a friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny as took his place among legends. All right. So I am using the HD texture pack, or a version of it that's been customized of the Narrow thing. And I've also got a few other enhancements here and there as well with this, so we'll see how this goes. Majora's Mask, so soulful. Yep, never played this game. It is a true classic. The writing is really, really top-notch from this game, as well as the world building, and that's... I don't think I've seen another game that has mixed storytelling and gameplay quite the way that Majora's Mask did. And you're gonna see why with this, because it's kind of it is very, very heavily intertwined. I'm sure there's other games that have done it before, that have done it since, but you know, the amount of detail, attention to detail, and all that. So I'm wondering, alright, we'll see how this goes once we actually get in game. So I am going to try setting it up basically so that the cycles We might do 2 cycles with this first stream here, but the other ones are going to be... So I'm thinking the way this is going to go is we will have 1 cycle be dedicated to getting to a dungeon, and then a cycle dedicated to the dungeon itself with this game. So there is an option, I think it mentioned, for 3D models for the pickup items, which would be interesting if that is the case, so... Not sure it's that appealing, considering how this game... Is Tail the only male fairy in Legend of Zelda? I don't know. You would think there'd be more. Well, obviously... Alright. That was not a good performance, but that's okay. Okay, so the right thumbstick is working, it just needs a little bit of fine-tuning, I think, on the control side of it. So I'll do that real quick. So just to do that, everything is slowly loading in. That's why it's like that. So we'll adjust the sensitivity for the analog stick too. Let's see how that does. And if that fixes the issue I'm having with it being... I don't think that's it. I think it just is moving too slowly. So I'll leave it as is for now. And then that should be fine. Link fell off that horse so hard, all his hearts disappeared. Yeah, as well as all the really fantastic loot he had over the years, aside from, you know, the sword and the shield. One hell of a hole? Yes. And it only... And things get stranger from here. I think Link lost all his gear after being returned to the past in OT's ending. Well, he still should have some of the things he picked up as Kid Link, like the slingshot, the boomerang. He still had access to bombs as well, and the Goron bracelet, so... Okay, it's weird that it's acting this way, but... Seems to be just loading up stuff in real time, and that's why. Probably because I'm using an external on this instead of... So what I'll probably do is... copy these folders after the stream and then just paste them into the SSD, and that should fix that problem right there. Yeah, this character is manipulative at the start and is... Deku Link is such a mood, yeah. Yes, it is. So that stuff back there, I apologize. Already, this character still has more, as much of a schemer and as dishonest as this character is, at least they're willing to apologize, even if half-heartedly like this. I suppose that's putting them on slightly a higher plane of existence than, you know, some individuals. Now then, I'll be your partner, at least my name's Tattle, so it's nice to meet you or whatever. Got all that straight, can we stop messing around and get moving? So I do have... I say, well, I'm saying you can dive into it. Yeah, we got that. So someone actually did a video covering this a little bit elsewhere. Where basically, someone did a video, or did actually add Majora's masks, the transformation masks, into Ocarina of Time. They created a mod for Ocarina of Time to do this. And I've actually been of the opinion for years that, yeah, that's because a lot of the things from, or a lot of the transformation masks, actually combine multiple items from Ocarina of Time into one unit. For example, Zora Link, you get the Zora Tunic, as well as the Iron Boots, combined with additional and the Boomerang as well, now that I think about it. On top of that, you're also getting the swimming mechanics, which are themselves new. The shield could be compared to one of the 3 spells you get in Ocarina as well to some degrees, but it's not a one-to-one in that. With Goron Link, you're obviously getting the Goron Tunic, because Goron Link is heat resistant. It's not done the same way in that as it is here. So here, in the Goron Tunic and the heat mechanics, basically in Ocarina of Time give you a timer that just kills you. Whereas in Majora's Mask, it means you can act as Goron Link. You can actually walk on. I think you can actually walk on lava and be fine and stuff like that. He also has the increased strength from. He also has increased strength, so kind of like the gauntlets or Goron bracelet. And he also gets basically the Iron Hammer for his attacks, more or less. Or at least it does the same thing. What's up? It took Midna a long time to apologize to Link, but she had higher stakes and reason to distrust Light Dwellers. My favorite games in the franchise, rivaled only by Twilight Princess for #1. This one's a true classic. Now, Deku Link is one of the ones that's mostly new stuff. I think, I guess you could compare his bubble attack to the slingshot early on, but not quite a one-to-one comparison, I suppose, there. And then there's, I guess you could use the Deku pads like that, Deku flowers like earlier, as a stand-in for the hover boots, at least when the game will allow you, by having the flowers be around. Ah, well. Met with a terrible fate, haven't you? A very famous line from this game. I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So I'm here at a loss, and now I have found you. I have been following you. I know of a way to return you to your former self. You back the precious item that was stolen from you, will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you get back my precious mask that was... Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow. I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. Yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. This guy is sketchy as fuck. He kind of is, yeah. Hold on, I'm counting on you. Stranger danger, And so it begins. He gives me the creeps. That mask salesman was the... Sorry, I was just thinking aloud. 3 days, even if we never sleep, that means still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. With a shrine near the North Great, and you'll find the Great Fairy there. Let me speed up the process even more. Because... we have something else we can do, or should do first. Has a ultra-powerful cursed mask, does not keep it locked up. To be fair, I think one, he's a salesman that's traveling up, that travels the globe. 2, I think canonically it wasn't that long that he had it too, so... Please hear my plea. The masked Skull Kid has broke me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return me to Fairy Mountain in North Clocktown. Well, it looks like all the happening is going in North Clocktown. Oh yeah, that's another thing that Deku Link can do. He can hop on water. It is a limited effect. We only have so many jumps, but it is a thing. And it's another reason why I would compare him a little bit to the hover boots in Ocarina. At least for certain platforms, in any case. Again, not a one-to-one comparison, but I think you can see where I'm coming from on that, but... yeah. Now, this first day actually is sped up, so we have to do if we're wanting to do everything in this first... or as much as we can in this first cycle, that means basically hurrying up as much as possible. Alright, so Tattle wanted to hide from the Great Fairy, but now has come back out. You, young one of the altered shape, thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. Great Fairy Magic, I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power, so my gratitude, please accept it. Alright. We now have magic. Now there might be, if I remember correctly, a... thing we can do to get more heart pieces and whatnot, so... shoot bubble blast and press for big bubble, Outside of town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful, you must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If you ever return to your former shape, come to see me, I shall help give you more help. Okay. Alright. So now we can go back this way. I'm going to avoid trying to speedrun this game, or the way that speedrunners do it and, you know, break the game completely. Oh yeah, I turned that on. Well, in that case, I kind of need... oh wait, I have this, so I can do it this way. Maybe I'll tell you what it is, but I don't think you're getting it that easily. pass my test. Yep, we're gonna do this test. So this should be reasonable. Ah, darn it. We'll do it this way. So the trick is to try to get these guys cornered, because we can. Like that, we're golden. Alright, that's another mask, or another thing done here. Why do we have to play these stupid brats little games? Come on, hurry up and find them already. Only 20 hours and 7 minutes left until morning. This game considers 6 a.m. to be morning, so... So there's 2 kids in here, and then there's 1 in West Clocktown. We're in East Clocktown right now. Let's not hurt the chicken too much, because that will cause problems if we're not careful. No, don't go that way. Go this way. Alright, we'll just do this. No! Fine. Boom. Alright, you get this treatment too. Now, there is going to be a couple of heart pieces we can pick up pretty quickly in this first run, and that's going to be part of the... Oh yeah, and the other thing. The moon. It gets closer and closer as time passes, so we have to be careful about that. I hadn't realized it, but the reason the bombers dislike scrubs is that Skull Kid rolled pranks on them. Yes. Yep, this is canonically true. Alright, boom. Pretty good for a Deku Scrub. If only you were human. I could give you the original Bomber's Notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. Guess not. Once, let some kid who wasn't a human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it. Sorry. And that was the Skull Kid. But I'll teach you the code just like I promised. I can teach you only once, though, so pay close attention. 4, 5, 3, 1, 2. Alright. Got all of them that time. And each time you grab them, that's another... There we are. That's another, what, 8 or 9 different pieces right there. Now, there are some additional goodies we can get... Alright, we got through that. And we are now in. Making it to the observatory is going to be the... Basically gives us a golden, or gives us the golden ticket to just being right where we need to be. There's a skulltula up here. He's dead. A little bit more money for us, though not a whole lot. Oh yeah, no, Skull Kid. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. Well, Yeah, but we are making decent headway for this first start, I think. So I think what we'll want to do is get the adult's wallet during this first run. So to get that, what we just need to do is... Alright, we're up here now. Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bomber's Gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Now just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Yeah, we'll gaze in there. The game didn't just... Okay. Oh, inverted controls? Okay. Looks good. What mod is this? So I'm using 2 Ships 2 Harkonnen, and I'm using the version of Neryl's HD textures that was made with some addition, with some improvements here and there for this version of Majora's Mask, for this port of it, basically. Now, there's other things we can eventually look for in this, but for now... Troublemaker, and what was that? Perhaps another moon's tear has fallen nearby. Go through the door and look outside. Got on top of the clock tower. What? That opens only on the eve of the carnival. Oh, shoot. I just realized I missed... there is one thing I missed that I could get on this run. But that's not really that big of a deal. It's... And that's the ends key. And the only reason why that would be a potentially big deal is if you were getting the chest right at the start there. See if it actually loads these back in or not. Yes, it does. But it despawned the pickups. That's fine. So I forget what the fastest route to gaining money is in Clocktown. There is the bushes in North Clocktown. So we can, right at the start, basically get ourselves a heart piece here, which is nice. Alright. Looks freaking awesome, really. It is. So Link is dead in the whole time. What do you think? I think that is canonically not the case. There's a couple of reasons, canonically. Well, the big one has got to be Twilight Princess, because canonically, this game and Twilight Princess is part of the same timeline. And we find out that the Link of Twilight Princess is a descendant of this Link. Or he's supposed to be anyways, canonically. So, that would mean that this Link would have had to have been an adult when he died, for one. Which kind of... Sold out of my wares and the carnival hasn't even begun. Thinking of closing up shop so I can buy a gift for my wife and return to her in my village. Heard that a stone called Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. Got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you would give it to me, give you my spot here, deco flower included. Boom. Ah, that stone. You must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here, deco flower included. Yes. So we got a title. Unfortunately, we're about to be bit by the dog here. I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't seen a jewel strange, sparkling stone like this in a very long time. Title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs, but you already know that. If you don't need any more, you can always sell it. Okay. Navidad, what do you think? That is more up for debate. I don't know. I know people have made a fan game that's set between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask here to explain. Yeah, the dog does not like us at all. Boom. So now that we got that, there's another thing we can do too and get another heart piece. Alright, once we get this, I'm gonna stay here all night. Alright, so he does give us an item when listening to him. And there is a reason to therefore. I might want to try finishing the challenge on the. I'm going to try finishing this little challenge over here because I think there might be something good to get if we do this. I forget. It's one of those we'll see sort of situations, I guess. It's already a spin-off spirit. How much more dead do you want? What? So let's see if there's anything of note. Play. Game is 10 rupees. So the goal is to just so we just get disqualified if we fall. However, if we do get it, so long as we don't fall off it's 10 rupees, so make our money back here too. This is the first way one too, so this is the easiest one by far. So now, almost missed it, but didn't quite, so we're fine on that. So, there. I do need to basically hurry to get that last one, so. Alright, we should be fine. I think we've got room now. Boom. Alright. Oh, they were really tired. The idea that the fairies who heal Link die in the process, Navi, is completely Haskell to so her life was over. Oof. Alright, so I just thought they were really tired. I assume Navi became a great fairy. Hello, says Aristocrat Cthulhu. Hello, Aristocrat Cthulhu. See what he gave us. A purple rupee. Well, we can deposit this money, then show up again tomorrow. And now that we're also, as late as we are, can do another thing in East Clock Tower. So I will do the East Clock Tower thing first. And then we'll go to the bank, and then we'll do... We might be able to do the game here, the treasure chest game. I don't remember. So, getting to this will enable us here. I don't think there's any mask we can pick up aside from the hand in the toilet. Let's give him this title deed. Yay! Fell down here, I'll give it to you. Got a piece of heart. You've collected 2 pieces so far. Collect 2 more to extend your life energy. What's your least favorite of the 3 transformations for Link? Zora, Goron, or Deku? Of those choices, let's be honest, it's kind of got to be Deku. Because Goron's got... Deku just has the least utility at the end of the day. Pro tip, you can skip having to play hide and seek. If you go straight to their hideout and give the password, then you run in and out, their leader will give it to you. I'm going to have to try that. That's something you're supposed to feel clever for doing. I assume we're talking about the dude in the toilet rescuing him with paper. Yeah. Well, technically we don't need the title deed anymore for this run, so we're fine there. I forget how much you need to deposit in order to get. Limited time will give you a special gift based on how much you deposit. Alright, we'll deposit these. Don't forget your name, let me stamp you with my special ink. Your marks, not gonna hurt. Now you know you when I see you. Got a total of 99 rupees. Get back and deposit some after you've saved up a bunch. So yeah, you can ask these kids for the code if you really want. I guess the fastest route to potentially gather the rest of the rupees needed for that is getting the 5 from this, whatever is over here, which is just going to be, and then we hurry back. So we'll do this, grind a little bit until we get to enough to afford the adult's wallet, and then we'll continue the game. I mean, hell, if we manage to get adult's wallet while also having the quest largely complete of the first cycle within the first day, that's pretty impressive, I think. Or at least it's decent for this run, so I'm going to be happy with that. I'm going to say I'm going to be happy with that. I know speedrunners can absolutely do this shit. Hell, speedrunners have found ways to beat the game on the first cycle, which is extra insane when you realize that this is... I've heard that they managed to beat it on the first cycle anyways. Which is extra insane if you manage to do that. At the, I've heard rumors that they could do that, but yeah. How about milk from... Well, yeah, you have to have the special milk mask, though, for that. We don't have that yet. Alright, we're getting... I mean, hell, even the fact that we're already most of the way to getting the wallet upgrade is insane. Well, not insane, it's just good, I guess. Sorry, I'm just waffling a bit, I guess. You should have written that the items you get are resistant to the effects of time travel. Well, I think I can actually get a free... Nope, it didn't give that to me for free. That's fine. Something makes sense. You keep loot. Yeah, to keep getting them back. Yeah, you do have to keep getting the items back once you. So every time you reset the time, you do actually lose all your bombs, arrows, and whatnot. So you have to get those restocked. I mean, you could argue it's annoying, but you get items so quickly in this game restocked that it's basically a nothing burger in most cases. I actually heard, by the way, that there's talk of trying to add ray tracing to this, or it has been for a while through RT64 or whatever. So if we do get ray tracing put into this game, that might be interesting. Alright, we're closing in on the mark here. I know to get the heart piece for the treasure chest shop, you do have to be Goron Link because the chick there likes Gorons for some reason. Don't ask. Fuck ray tracing. Give me good games. To be fair, this is a good game, so... Ray tracing is kind of one of those things where it... Yeah, it is overhyped, I think. AI is stealing all the good RAM. I can't really completely argue against that. Just holy shit, looking at the state of RAM right now in your local electronics shop. I remember when you could get a good RAM stick and it was $50 or something. The fact that we're now in the territory of needs to buy. Alright. I might as well say, come on, let me just, I might as well save up as much as possible for future, because I think once we hit 5,000 rupees is the point where you, once you deposit 5,000 rupees in there, that's the point where you're going to have enough money to actually have the heart, get the heart piece from her. Whoops, what am I doing? I could deposit, I might as well. I mean, I'm already here, and it'll allow us to basically travel fewer times, so we'll do it this way. You already saved up? Yep. Alright. Adult's wallet, here we are. Fill up, bring it up. Yep, we're golden now. So now that we have the adult's wallet, we can just go straight back here, save up enough to be able to try day 2's game. And like I said, I do think it's day 3 that we get a potential heart piece from him. But even getting purple rupees should be pretty good. I'm going to save up at least 20 or 30. I'm actually going to save up 40 rupees, I think. Should be enough to, even if we screw up, get us a couple tries. Because I do think the price of the game has increased daily, too. And if we can save up to, say, 500 rupees or so in the bank, that's also the only thing that really carries over items-wise, is depositing money into the bank, so cash carries, yep, that is the one thing that does actually carry over, and that's also kind of one of the other game mechanics. If you don't want to find items in the wild, just shop for them real quick. And there are some other really good ways to make a lot of money in this game early on, too. Once you get the bow, for example, you can easily start shooting at the bird that tries attacking you. And that thing, there's a bird out in the game, the main world of the game, that when you kill it, drops 200 rupees every single time. So every single time I down it, it's going to be guaranteed to instantly give us another. There we go. Instantly another full wallet. So you can tell the moon is getting a little closer. Yes. So yeah, that's one of the enhancements I have here, the fact we can look and shoot at the same time. Okay, now that we're good on that front, we'll just do this here real quick. Ah, you asshole. He jumped just as I was about to get him. That's okay. Alright, now we can go ahead, jump in here, see what day 2 is. Once we get this part done, I guess we can try the game there and get some neat little reward or something, but we'll see what the reward for day 2 is. Okay, so these platforms do move. Same as last time, so we have to be very careful about this. I'm gonna plan my route out. I guess we'll try this. Whew, that was close. We got it. Alright, so I'm thinking we jump here, wait for it to go this way, and then once it does, we grab it. Okay, I think that looks good. Got it! There we go. This looks nice. Is this based off N64 PC port? This is a PC port. More specifically, Two Ships to Harkonnen. So there's actually multiple PC ports of this game now. There is this version, and then there is the recomp. So I am playing this version, so. Alright, so now that we've gotten that sorted, we can deposit more money. We are another day done in this. Oh yeah, there is one more thing that we can do. Ah, I did that! It went through. Okay, he's not there anymore during the night. Neat. Okay. That's fine. We'll just save up our money again. So we're already at 200 plus rupees saved in the bank. We can save up this. Get us over the... Even if we save this right now, that would put us over the 300 mark, but I can easily get it over... I think I can get enough to actually get us to 500 by the end of this, which will be excellent. I think it'll actually reward us with a little bit more. That means we're 10% way done already with the rupee quest for the bank before we get that heart piece. And I do intend on 100%ing this game for... what do you think of newer Zelda titles? So, by newer, are we meaning specifically Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild? Or do we also include things like Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, or potentially even Wind Waker? So, the newest one I played, for the record, was Twilight Princess, though I am gonna try... Well, I do have some of the others. Recently acquired them, but it's just a sit down and try sort of situation, I guess. Well, things newer than this one, but was for Breath of the Wild. I mean, it seems interesting from what I've seen of it. I do need to try it. I did pick up a Switch years ago, of course, but the game I picked it up for specifically was Generations Ultimate, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, I'll admit, so. And that game God, imagine trying to do a 100% on that game. That is... I think Generations Ultimate is a 500+ hour game to actually 100%. And then there's a lot of different playthrough styles you can do anyways. I might actually do a stream, or do a stream series of that game at some point, though, because I do really, really like Generations Ultimate. Well, it was interesting when it came out. Zelda's my favorite franchise because... But this one game I like a lot. Oh, because... My favorite franchise, because all but one game I like a lot. Okay, what game was it that you're not a fan of? However, I'm kind of dumb with them. Nintendo has lost their fucking... What have they done this time? What's Nintendo done now? Oh, God. See, I've been kind of... I'll admit I've been a little out of the loop on... oh, Skyward Sword. Yeah, I can understand. I've heard a lot of people being very critical of that one. I've heard a lot of people be critical of Phantom Hourglass, at least because of that one dungeon in particular that you have to go through, what, 4 different times? I say that fully cognizant of the fact that I'm playing Majora's Mask, a game that has the day reset mechanic, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people having issues with Skyward Sword too, because the partner in that one is very annoying, at least in the original version, so... Well, I think they lost their creative touch on top of everything they've been doing against Power World and then the price. Yeah, the Power World stuff, I'm kind of on Power World's side on that one, definitely. On the other hand, it's also par for the course for Nintendo. So... Nintendo's always been big on trying to go after... go after people that they think are in violation of IP. Oh, this guy. Alright, let's deposit. So there's another 200 rupees. Alright. Once we make it to day 3, we're gonna have, I mean, if I can get to day 2, or get through day 2 with 500 rupees in the bank, that would be lovely. I don't think we're gonna be yet doing that, but it'd be nice. I'm gonna have to leave in a few minutes, but I'll be back to geek out about Zelda. That's okay. I just like Breath of the Wild because Zelda is literally Pandora and every character in the game goes out of their way to excuse her. Well, that's going to be one of those have to try it sort of situations to figure it, to see before I make my own mind up. But yeah, what? And that's, oh yeah, speaking of Switch games though, since I did mention Generations Ultimate, I really wish someone would actually make that, or I really do wish Capcom would actually just port that game at this, because Generations, like I said, I'm a big fan of Generations Ultimate, so... Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom aren't hero's journeys. Link never advances as a person. Okay, I have heard that too, that they're kind of... I have heard that too, that most of the plot is backstory. And also that because it's an open world, it kind of has a level plane for both difficulty and story progression. Which is kind of part of the point, but... A hero's journey is supposed to include diving into New World. Link never does that in these games. Ah. So we are approaching... We're at 50 rupees now. We get one... once we get 100 rupees or so, we'll be golden on getting ourselves... Okay, we got that. We're now at 60 rupees. Can we get to 70, I wonder? It'd be really funny if we met, or it'd be nice if we got to 70 more rupee, or another. Yep. Dawn of the final day, there we go. It's all backstory and then the gameplay is just a series of tasks. It's fun until it stops being fun. Then it's a chore. Okay, yeah, that's what it sounded like. Whoops-a-daisy. Where's Bass perfected side questing? Yeah. Alright, now I think we're good to go and try the third day minigame. And then from there, we will save up as much rupees as we can before we get into the final area. Like I said before, the goal here is to try to get... Oh, that one landed very unfortunately, but that's okay. The goal is to try to get as many rupees as possible on this first cycle, so then the bank becomes much less of a hassle in the later cycles. We're already a significant chunk of the way there. Once we get 500 rupees, we're officially 10% of the way done with that. Alright, so let's have a look. They gave us an extra second. Okay, there are a couple of these that are going to be pains in the ass, but I think... Alright, that is gonna be an okay, so far we're looking good. No! Ah, so close! Ah, damn it. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Okay. If we can get this done this time, then we can Ah, damn, that was unfortunate. Well, we'll do it this. We'll wait till this one gets over here. I guess I could do this way, even though it's going to slow things down significantly. We should have a chance. Alright. Okay, now we're working on getting this one, and then from there we should be golden. Damn. I guess I will work on going this way. Come on. Come on. Boom. Okay, now we got it. Okay. BB up. Alright, there we go. Can't play here. Please take this and don't come back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's Ace Hyde! Well, that's that done. Tremors, that's horrifying. Yeah, that is worrying, but there's a reason for that, and it's because the moon has gotten even closer. The moon is going to crash in. Now, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Alright. Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my. Name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir. A forest fairy. Though I'm already the age of 35, no fairies come to me yet. Help out my father. You're so lucky to have a fairy. I know. We should be friends. Friends, yes. In exchange, I will sell you a map. Alright, we now have a map. We could get the Woodfall map if we really want, but I think we can get it cheaper by just waiting. And that's another set of rupees done. Now, I didn't hate Tingle until Wind Waker. Yeah, understandable. Okay, I think we are good to go to get at least 500 rupees into the bank officially. But we keep this up, we're gonna hit so once we max it out, I think we will be at, so that'll put us at 600 rupees is what that will do, and that'll be a decent, good starting point, I think, for that, so we're fine. Don't think of anything I can really do otherwise to get more money. I can get the other heart piece as soon as I become Link again, and then I can also get some of the other tasks done around the town that will help eventually get more things. So I think I'm pretty sure I can get, I can't complete the cafe quest, for example, but I can absolutely get some of the rewards from it. So some of the masks, some of the masks I can get as rewards, and some of the heart pieces from that too. So that'll be nice. I think. Alright, we'll try for one more. If I can get to... There we are. So we're now at 137 rupees of this. I don't know if getting 500 rupees is going to do anything, but I think 1,000 might. Once I eventually get to that, it's just the getting to that that's going to be time consuming, so. Then there's also the Giant's Wallet. To pick that up, the trick is to deal with the spider house in Ocean, so at the ocean side. So the ocean side spider house is what we'll have to do for that. I think we have to do that on the first day specifically as well. Trying to think of anything else I can do aside from grinding rupees, which is going to be useful, like I said, once we get into the rest, because we are going to do 1 day cycle here, then I think we'll do one more to actually get some of the basic stuff for the cafe quest and the stuff around the town here done. So getting the cafe quest, getting the blast mask, getting... So getting the cafe mask, the blast mask, and if I can, also the postman's hat would be really nice. Alright, have you played Twilight Princess? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay, that was shorter than I thought it was going to be. I'm back. Welcome back. Hope whatever it was went well enough for you. So, yeah, like I said, we got the third heart piece while you were away, doing the minigame with the Deku flowers. So that just leaves us grinding what's left until we get more. So I'm going to grind these rupees until I get 200, and then once that's done, I guess we're good to go. We'll be able to get bomb bag, big bomb bag, and then big bomb bag in time in the next cycle. And on top of that, we'll also be able to get blast mask, cafe mask, the great fairy mask, postman's hat, the keep mask. I don't know if I can get the keep mask. I forget what. Oh yeah, I can get the keep mask. I think. So, I'll just head to the bank here, deposit the money. If you raise your shield while using the blast mask, it won't hurt you. Plants of all logic. Yep. It's one of the reasons why it is so useful. And we could basically get 300 rupees right out the gate, right at the end of the day of this, so... So, one more hour and then we're golden. I think we're all set. I can try seeing if I can get up here. I do think you need hookshot though to actually get up there. I can try it. Yeah, you absolutely need hookshot. Just barely, but you do need it. Alright, I actually didn't know that. Cool. Well, it's kind of like, now that I think about it, if I remember correctly, another thing you could do in Ocarina of Time, for example, is you could create bomb arrows by just using both the bombs and the arrows at the same time. And that was something that you could do, that people knew way back in the day as well. You need human form, though. Yep, yep. Find a cool glitch where you can climb up one of the stalls and do a leaping attack, and you glitch onto the roof. Okay, neat. But if we do need human form, then we might as well wait on that in any case. So we now have 600 plus rupees in the bank. We are going to be getting this done. We got 3 heart pieces. A 4th is very easy to get in any case. Alright. Been looking for you two. Hey, Skolka, what if you just gave that mask you're wearing back now? Come on, are you listening? There, bring them here. Oh, what are you doing, my brother? Skolka, do you think You're our friend after that. Stop, then just try to stop it. Alright. I don't know how this piece of port will handle it. I don't know either. Some of the ports might actually still have glitches and exploits purposely still in, though. Because that's what speedrunners would want. Alright, we'll blast him. Alright, we got our ocarina. Now, since we do have the ocarina, one of the other additions or advantages of this is that the masks and the ocarina now have their own specific item slots on the D-pad, or they can be put there anyways. So, speedrun LTTP randomizer, that's completely true. We use GP-ROM. Generate seeds so we can use glitches. I am praying that your journey to be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. I've also, one of the other things I've added with this is that you can kind of play the Sun song, and it actually is partially implemented, but... Oop. I know. So, alright. Now that I've stopped making a fool of myself and can actually hit the button prompts, so what I've got here is I'm actually using the D-pad on the controller instead of the actual C buttons, so that should make it much more convenient to use this. Snap out of it. What are you doing? Lost in memories? Get yourself together. Getting that old ocarina back isn't gonna help us. Somebody, anybody, got us some time? Help us, please. We need more time. Okay. And there we go. Whoops. When did you get that instrument? Yep. What controller are you using? I'm just using an Xbox controller. I don't know the exact model of it. I know it's got got buttons on the back for A and B, so it is actually convenient in that regard. I am hoping I can kind of get away with using a mouse, at least for the aiming bits, so you can actually do mouse aiming. That would be really nice. But now we're going to learn a brand new song. We're going to get ourselves our first of the masks. And we'll start our heart pieces. We're going to be getting so many items here on this first pass. Picked up the N64 clones from 8-Bit Dough. Very nice. Alright. There were some pretty interesting controllers for the N64 that came out back in the day. It's just, the main controller itself, I mean, obviously it's famous, but it's also kind of impractical. Because it was basically designed if a person had 3 hands. So there were people even back then trying to make a more practical N64 controller, so. If you're going to play N64 games, definitely recommend them so long as they're supported. I had some support issues since I got mine to launch them. Alright, now we got our ability to play songs. We're going to get another one. But yeah, this playthrough is going to be basically focused around early Clocktown stuff. So, I'm going to get, like I said, Cafe Mask, Keaton Mask, Bremen Mask, Blast Mask, Bomb Bag, Great Fairy Mask. Is there any others I can get in town? And I'm probably also going to get the Bunny Hood on third day as well, just for the hell of it. So I don't know what else there would be to get in town in that. Clone is the wrong word. It looks like a normal modern controller, but it's got 6-face button lamp. Okay. Salesman Piano puts Ganondorf's to shame. Sure it'll be of assistance to you in the future. Neat. Ah yes, I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, transform into the shape you were just were. You will return to normal. Okay. N64, but it had the flimsiest controls ever made. I had to replace like 20 times. Yeah, the thumbsticks on them were... The fact that the thumbsticks actually, you had a special thing showing here's what it's not supposed to be like. Yeah, that's always been an issue with the old N64 controllers. And now that I think about it, it's been a recurring issue with Nintendo controllers, the thumbsticks. I don't know why, but it has been. Alright. Stolen from me is called Majora's Mask. It's a cursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. Said an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great the Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. Hiroshade tried to use Song of Healing to restore Wolflink, but it failed probably because Wolflink is technically a divine transformation. Feel it. Went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. A welcome feeling that makes your heart... How that imp has it. I am begging you, you must get that mask back quickly or something horrible will happen. Begging you, I'm begging you, you must do it. Alright. You're fine, surely you can do it. I believe in your strengths, believe. Alright, now we're good to go. Power of the mask to do terrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we're gonna do something about it. Swamp, mountains, ocean, and canyon, that tailless triumph. He's referring to the 4 areas just outside town, one in each direction. What do you suppose he means by the 4 there? I have no idea. Have to find out. We'll just go through that gate straight ahead. We'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. We can, however. Let's see. So by playing Song of Time in reverse, we actually slow down the passage of time. Everything moves, so the timer moves at half speed. The NPCs that are stuck to the timer also move at half speed too. Now that we've gotten that, let's see. First thing I'm going to do is get my fairy. Get the Great Fairy Mask. And we get the mask transformation. And yes, the actual transformation masks themselves do tend to be horrifically cursed, and that's kind of the point. Alright, off to North Clocktown we go. We're gonna get both the kids done and... So we get the kid... Oh yeah, we might as well also get this here. Boom, we now have another heart. Alright. Does double tapping the mask button cancel the animation still? I would assume so. Let's try it. Alright, so we got the first of the new masks. Oh yeah, I can also get Camaro Mask. Yeah, there is another heart piece we can get too, I think about, so... Thinking of what heart pieces I can get right now as things stand as Link. So I can get... And also turn into Deku Link. Get the Bomber's Notebook, that's going to be really helpful in a bit. So we're gonna go... Oh shit, I forgot to do that. Oops. It doesn't matter. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Three left. Okay. And we're about to be 2 left. N64 fairies are scarily naked for a kid's game. Oh yeah, that's another thing we can do here. And now there's 2 left. Okay, he's going up that way. That's fine. I can work with that. Jackpot. Now we can catch the last of them. And the last thing aside from that is getting the maybe the sword heart piece there, and then there's also the challenge for the timing challenge, so we could try that maybe. Boom. Allows you to keep track of people's schedules. Alright. 1. Find troubled people and add their names and pictures. Only 20 people will fit into the book. Promises to help them. It'll makes you happy, so a happy sticker will be added. No removing stickers. Use promise stickers to keep track of people until everyone is happy. Don't forget the rules. Alright, there we go. Thought you just talked to the guy at the door. Yeah, I forgot. You have to watch each transformation once, but after that, any button will cancel it. Yeah, that's how it works. And now we've been rewarded with that. Alright, we should be good. So I guess we'll go to East Clocktown. We'll get... Oh, and one thing we will do here. There we go. Get the owl statues activated. Those are your teleport and also good for saving. So that's how that's done. Postman's hat does give us another heart piece too, now that I think about it, so... And the Keaton mask, once we upgrade our sword strike, can also give us another mask too, so that's also, or give us another heart piece. So... got some pretty useful options there for sure. So that's one of the 3 silver rupees that's in town. Technically, all of them are in this area. So you had that one over there. You've got the one in there once you get the key to the room. And then you've got another one over this way that's locked behind a bombable wall, if I remember correctly. Need this on the first day. How did you bypass it? Needed what on the first day? You don't actually need the owl statue on the first day in the game. Now that we got that sorted, we can get a heart piece from this guy. Or try to. I'm probably gonna fail spectacularly. So we have to do jumping attacks specifically. Alright, I think 2 more and we got it. Boom. Romani Ranch. Yeah, I do know that. So I am going to go to Romani Ranch on the 3rd day, and that is going to give us some other stuff. Alright. I don't think there's anything in the lottery system. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This game actually has a lottery that you can enter. It's right here. And because this is the day cycle and all the days are, the lottery numbers are not randomized, you can actually just write them down and get free money that way. So this is where we get the bomb choose, the bombs, and the bomb bag, but we might as well hold off on that for the first night, if only so we can get some more goodies here and there. See what else we've got. Yeah, nothing. This might be useful, though. I think there might be some money or something in one of these. Alright, so now that that's all settled... I basically need to wait until the first reservation thing comes into play, so... I could... Oh yes, and since the... Since this is also a first day thing, or since the days reset, so do the treasure chests. So we can just keep getting the treasure chest reopened for money. For example, there should be one over this way, if I remember correctly. You can also go to the, Okay, there we are. Treasure chest there. So what I am going to do is at least get the fast travels done. Boom. Now this bird here is an absolute bastard, and he will steal your shit if you're not careful. He can even steal your sword, so... We're just gonna walk around him. Man, you know this game... Well, I never replayed this nearly as much as OT. Yeah, it is one of those games that's easy. Memorizing stuff is kind of part of the game's loop anyways, so... I can get him. That'll be another map. Which will be useful for us if nothing else. Yes, we've talked to you before, Tingle. Alright, so that is 20 rupees, but that is now another map. So, with regards to other stuff, I do know that some of the events of the game are actually require you to go through them basically all the way through a cycle just to get. The sword upgrade is one of those things, to fully upgrade the sword. I think there might be a heart piece involved in this, I don't remember. If this is a heart piece, then that's perfect, because that's another... Because between that, we can also get the heart piece from the postman's hat, and then we can also get one from there. Okay. So what I need to do is wait for Andrew to get the letter, and then that's the point where I can get the key, and hopefully. All right, so there we go. Stubborn bastard didn't want to die. Yeah, no, he didn't. I think we can go ahead and actually get the mask now. The cafe mask now. See if that is good. Might actually be able to talk to them in time to actually get the mask. You have a face of a pro. The characteristics of the person I want you to find. Yes, yes, I know them. Okay, is my son Cafe. You know him, don't you? You don't? Really? He disappeared about a month ago. It's terrible. I'm so very worried. I can't get food down my throat, and I've lost 5 pounds. I haven't anything. You haven't anything, though? Oh, dear. Well, would you like to perform? Yes. You're an expert. I'm counting on you. Under the band, Indigo goes out of business cards. Indigo goes is the popular group that we are so proud of. And it says Ballad of the Windfish. You know that song, don't you? So now that we have the mask, we can talk to this guy too. Rare is wacky inflatable tube guy. Alright, so that front is good and checked. There is also the heart piece we can get, I believe. Oh yeah, we might as well talk to the mayor and get that. Oh, hey, look! Huh? It's basically like that live stream I had a few days ago. Except one side is actually... Except these sides are kind of all... Yeah. Let's not bring my wife into this. Alright. Alright, left his argumentation. You can't prove the most likely thing happened, so it didn't happen at all. And like I said before, during that too, it's still an argument from ignorance fallacy, because he's... And once you explain that it kind of is, then the whole argument really does fall by the wayside. Okay, so we're good on that. Time to put this mask on. Hope. See if it... Oh, nope, it's not yet time. It's when she comes back that she actually... So here's Grandma. And she is and she's going to give us 2 separate heart pieces by the end of this game. So I know I'm going to get the Postman's Hat heart piece by the end of this cycle. I'm probably also going to get the other one, or one of the other ones. Let's see. These guys might have a special if we have... Oh, I need a bomb bag in order to play today. Neat. I suppose I could save that for a later stream. So let's see. What should I do at this stage? I do have the ability at night to get the Keaton mask right after she receives the mail, so it won't be too much longer. But before the Goron shows up. Yeah, I know. It is only going to be a matter of time on that front, so... We're kind of good on time already. So much so I might just head straight to the swamp, to if nothing else. Hold on. I could actually... Yeah. Get a heart piece easily enough from the swamp, or get the heart piece easily enough so that when I do go to the swamp, I get the title deed for that. And then we'll be golden, I think. Might as well. Try the market stall glitch? Yeah, I think we're... Nah, I'm gonna hold off. So we do already have, like I said, we already have the heart piece thanks to the sword training. We already got the heart piece from fighting that one enemy. Once we get the bomb bag, we can hopefully fight the Dodongos, I think. We'll be getting the blast mask anyway, so... I think there's some additional secrets we can find by just using the glass again, or the telescope again, so... That should hopefully... Okay, I'm actually going to talk with this dude. Okay. Alright, there we go. So now the Scarecrow song can be the Zelda Lullaby. Now that we got the Scarecrow song, and that also is saved. And since it's the Zelda Lullaby, it's going to be an easy one to remember. So we'll get the Moon's Tear, we'll get... There we are. Wait, they removed Link's flip animation. I don't think they did. Alright. Oh yeah, so we'll get the Moon's Tear. Then we'll see if we can find out where that guy... Because there is that one dude that might have something if we look. I think... So what I'm looking for is... Here he is. Let's see where he goes. Ah, there's a little hole right there. Now, it might actually be a wise idea to buy the bomb bag first, just in case the game expects me to have it at the start. So maybe I will actually buy it, just for the sake of it. It'll also give me that other little piece anyways of silver. It'll also give me that silver rupee anyways, so... So yeah, we'll do that, actually. Just noticed me being a little floaty when doing jump. I don't know. That's just me remembering things wrong. Still, does a long hop. He does a flip and just... Yep. So I will actually buy the bomb bag, and I will also go ahead and get... So I think we're at the point where we can also do the cafe mask thing, too. And that'll be... Excellent. Alright, so that gives us a bomb bag. At the very worst, you could say We'll be good on this. Don't you need to rescue the lady at midnight? Yeah, that's another thing I will be doing. Because then I'll be able to get the big bomb bag there. After that, I'll be able to get the blast mask too. So that's a 2-for-1. And on top of that, I will have... I can also do the bomb minigame right now. Which will be another potential heart piece that we can get, I think, once we beat all the games. So this is probably going to be a longer stream, but that's okay. Did you do that? We haven't done that already, but we are going to. This is still the first... This is still our first cycle since being Deku Link, so... Or since losing our Deku Link form. We're good there. And here's the rupees. A lot of them. And there we have it. So eventually, once we get... If she is back now and talking to him, then as soon as she's done with that, we can get the next part of the cafe quest done. He's still heading to her. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just get enough rupees to actually fill up the bank, or put it into the bank again. Because if we can get it up to, say... Another 200 rupees will put us at, we're already at 600, so that'll put us at 800. And once we can easily start killing the bird, that's 200 rupees per bird there, so. M-Man is arriving right now at the end. Yes, but he isn't quite there yet, so we might as well just get this done here real quick. I can kill the Dodongos to get the other heart piece. I can talk to the Deku. And I can also get the Chimera Mask as well. Alright. Boom. So now that we are at 800 plus rupees, I think we're in a state where I am going to try saving up the rupees as soon as each playthrough begins. Okay. Yep. One moment, please. And now, we have access to this. Thanks to that key, we now have access to another silver rupee. And technically, we can use this to actually listen in on plot details for the other part of the game, too. So we're good. But, Ace, that's such a Goron name. I knew. Alright. Now that we are good to go on that front, let's see. So I think now we go over here. And since we have a bomb bag, Onto Gallery. Alright, we'll do this. We'll try to bag as many. Damn it. Miss. That one's a hit. That one's a hit. That one's a hit. Miss. Hit. Alright, how many more do we have left? 2, right? One more. Come on. Nope, 2 more. Damn it. Okay, now we're down to 1 more. We got it. Okay, there we go. So would be the slurs in the Zelda World Rock Muncher. And there's the classic knife ears and... Ew. Show off even more for him, darling. Yeah. Weird. GG. Alright, now... we can go looking for where that one thing was, which I believe... it looked to me like it was somewhere over there. Then we'll also go to the one grotto where the Dodongos are, kill them, take a heart piece from that. And then I guess we do what's left of the cafe quest. I think it was somewhere right around here where the dude drops, so... yep. Let's see what he's selling. Alright. So he sold it for me for 100 pieces. So that gets us another heart piece there, so we should be up to 3. The Dongo will give us to 2. Alright. Or 3. So yeah, Dodongo will actually put us where we need to be. I'm being silly again. Wait, I have an idea. Since that one dude was reaching up in the tree, there is a way we could probably knock those right out. Hoping I could just knock into... There we go. Oh shit, sorry man. I didn't realize it was gonna hurt you too. Oh, he stole it from a... Okay, now it becomes something... Well... Magic car... We can call the Gerudos magic carpet because they're all girls. What? Okay. Alright, now that that's good... I think the Dodongo Cavern thing is actually in across from North Clocktown, so we get that. Let's see what else we can do in this first playthrough. We're going to be absolutely loaded before we even go to the Southern Swamp, because we're going to have the big bomb bags. We already got Adult's Wallet. We've got Cafe Mass. We're going to be getting Bremen, Keaton, and the Bunny Hood before the end of this too, as well as the Postman's Hat, so... Okay, this is just these things, so it'll be useful later. These guys do drop a lot of money, but... Ah, damn. No! There we go. Okay, let me read this first. Left down, left down, left right down. Left down, left right down. Left, right, up, down. Left down, left, right. Left down. Left down, left, right, up, down. Oh, okay. Alright, well that gave us something, but... So I do think there is another cabin or something, right? Yes, and this is where we get our heart piece. Okay. Ow! That ain't good. Okay, another one bites the dust. Alright, we almost got this guy. One more ought to do it. And that should be another heart. Why did the goddess make them with only 2 legs? I don't know. But they're dangerous enough anyways, so... So that's another heart for us. And if we can get this, maybe we can get even more stuff. You never know. A, down, right, right, left. Right, right, left. Alright, we'll donate some more of the rupees. And that will officially put us at 1/5 of the way to where we need to be. So it's a nice little start. You're full on cash. Yep. Yeah, I know. I was kind of low-key hoping that there would be, that there's a potential heart piece reward or something. I think it's just cash that gives you. Wonder if he's still open. He is. So we can try for a heart piece here. Yeah. That's just the water temple song. Yeah. Alright, counting to 10 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Damn. Two rupees per try. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Damn, I was even worse. One, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Ah, damn, it was a full second. Okay. Just watch and start both at the same. Yeah, I know, but all right. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Well, we're just gonna give like 2 more tries, I guess, and 1001, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. There we go. Well, it took me a few tries, but I got it. Thank you, Postman. All right. Now we'll go ahead and refill up the rupees, and then we can do that. And then from there, oh yeah, since I already got this, I might as well get the deed. We'll be using it anyways to get the next title. Okay. Alright. Good job, Ace. That one is absurd. The blind didn't take all that long, maybe 5 minutes. Nice, that's cool. Also did not. Yeah, I did actually know that. It does. The bunny ears do actually do that. So, but it's not entirely necessary. Good job, Ace. Yep, thank you very much. It's not entirely necessary. It's just very, very useful for that. So now that we've gotten that sorted, we can go ahead. Ah, yes, we'll get this mask. They said I was too loud when I practiced in my room. I got mad. Get my mind off the bat. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, long ago I was in an animal troop with dogs and donkeys and such. Why could a man join? That's 'cause a man is an animal too, my boy. They were all great, but there's one thing I didn't like about it. Why was the dog the leader? Was it 'cause something was wrong with me, sir? Well, that dog was an amazing leader. He always had to sell a troop no matter what animals he had to work with. That's why I stole it. The dog's mask, I stole it. I wanted it because it was the leader's mask. But I no longer need it. I give it to my guest. Members matured quickly and they became adults in an instant. Alright, we get that. Now, this frog here is actually part of another side quest, and it is, I would argue, the most annoying one in the entire game. Because there's several things you have to do to get it to actually give you a heart piece. So the cafes quest is another one that's kind of rivals it, but at least the cafes quest, you get a whole bunch of rewards on the road to getting that done. You get the... you get at least, I forget how many heart pieces you get. But I know you get at least the one from the postman's hat. You get the Keaton mask, that gives you another one. You get... Oh yeah, that's right, to get the, I remember, okay, there is something else I have to do. Okay, so I will have to do the cafe quest again anyways, because if I remember correctly, if we get the bomb, the blast mask and the bomb bag upgrade, that does at the end of the day mean that we won't be able to get the Keaton mask, if I remember correctly. So, we'll at least get this story element here done too while we're at it. There is a secret there, but we don't actually need it right now, so. Alright. Oh, I remember this. Tail and I drew this with Skull Kid when we first met him. Told us how he'd been fighting his friends and I left them all alone. I'm actually going to turn off the reverse Song of Time and let things play at normal speed, I think, for a while, because we have done a lot of stuff already, and we are getting... There's more we can do, I think. The second and third days games for the lovers should, I think, give us another heart piece. And that... So how many are we up to now? I know there's another one we can very easily get. And will get before the end of this, so... 2 more, actually, so that's going to be... I think we're already at 2 heart pieces again, maybe, or we might be at 0. I'll have to double check. But it's close enough that I think we can easily get some more stuff before we even... So nobody wanted to play with him to do what he did just because of that. So he got his power. Hello Ace, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. So now that we got that part done, we can go ahead and head over here. Talk to him. So this is one enemy we have to kill here, but once we do... I'm used to the sword having more reach because I'm used to usually having the gilded sword, because I... Okay, actually, we might as well. I think we can climb this a little bit faster as human Link, or Hylian Link, so that'll give us another heart piece. Okay. So the Camaro Mask is going to give us another one on top of that. I'm going to assume that the game that we get another one from the mini games. What else can we get that'll give us more stuff? And I know we're going to be getting one from the title deed transfer, so we might as well. I'm doing quite nice, quite well, thank you for asking. So I think we're at... He died. Get another of these maps, or fight the Wolfos first. Alright, you get down here, Mr. Tingle. For a full HD version of this game for Zelda's 40th anniversary. You never know. Alright. We'll get him to sell us a map here. And that's another free, and since we already had. Alright, so we got 3 maps already, and that gives us, all we really need at this point is a Snowhead, the West Bay, or the Great Bay, and the Ikana Valley, or Kanya Canyons. So those are what's left. So we're halfway through the maps as well. And here is our next thing we're getting. Another one of these owl statues. Perfect. Yeah, we'll talk to this guy, get hopefully another item, another heart piece, and then I think we'll be... Because I'm going to save most of this for this area. Boom. Now, even though the guy that's in the toilet we've already gotten our heart piece from him, I can talk to him again and get that done too. This for Nintendo or more shut down. It's a fan project. That's the best thing I can expect from that at this point. Yeah, unfortunate, but that's Nintendo for you. I think you should back in from Atlas. Yeah. Alright, heart piece acquired. That's number 3 down of another heart. Now, I guess from there, we get the Camaro mask, which is going to give us another heart piece, and that'll get us that heart there. Then we can do also continue the quest for... Continue the Andrew quest a little bit. Oh yeah, I also need to do the other thing. Which is going to actually come, if I remember correctly, either... It's going to happen at North Clocktown, but... I basically just need to stop the robbery, and that'll get me the blast mask and also get me access to the... So that'll get me blast mask, and it'll also give me access to the large bomb bag. I pick that up, and then... And now that I think about it, I don't... aside from the games, the lever games, I think that's... should be about it for things I should do. So day 3 is largely going to be a not needed to worry about sort of situation, in the sense he's not going to get a cafe, ain't going to go see the guy here because he's not going to see him here because he simply I'll have stopped him. Nothing. That's fine. So that does stop the postman's hat and the other thing from being a thing. So I think now's the part where I actually put time back to where it was. Alright, so we'll set time back to run at normal speed, and then from here we'll just do the two remaining games that time, and then also get Bunny Hood. And between all of that, we should be perfect to actually get the rest of these side quests done. Or at least for this stream. Alright. I think it's at 2 o'clock or something that this happens in any case. So... he'll actually stop you if you actually are Deku Link and try to flee, so that's So we do have to avoid that. So right now I'm just saving up money so I can afford the bomb bag and the other games, then we'll be good to go. So that's 3 tasks we're gonna do very quick succession tonight. The lady, saving her, getting Marrow Mask, and and then this. Actually, I don't even think there's any particular reason to do it, but okay. Alright, I'm actually going to do this. Hopefully we have enough time, and I think we should. Just have to be quick. Alright. But there's that. Okay. Yeah, alright. If you could sell your in key to the Gorn. Yeah, that's the best thing I can expect. Yeah, it would actually be an interesting point. Okay, we need to hurry.
Yay!
I mean, we'll do that just so we can add him to the list of characters that we've helped on the notebook. So, hey, it's another 5 money, so that's something. We can probably use that for one of the games, and also we'll just hurry over to North Clocktown real quick, get that part done. And once the thief is stopped, we'll hopefully... Is he still there? Oh, he actually... That got skipped. Okay. So we're not going to get Blast Mask this playthrough, but we are going to get it at a future playthrough, at least. Let me just see where this guy is and then get the Chimera Mask. Should be one of them's over around here somewhere. I think it's this one over here. Yeah, so we heal him, then we get the Chimera Mask, and that's going to give us another heart piece at least, so... Oh. Part of the living, my sadness, the moon, world I am filled with regret. Bring the world together and stir it. Giant melting bubble. Alright. There was a ghost in the same idea of being in the toilet. Ghost is, yeah. Alright. Okay, now we can at least I'll be able to get the Keaton mask out of that, and then... Alright. We'll get that side quest done. That's another heart piece for us. How many are we at now? Yeah, this is another heart. So we get the heart piece from that. And then we get the next game done, and then from there, I guess we wait for I guess we also wait for day. We also do the other some of the other stuff for the cafe side quest, and then what was I doing? Ah, yes, they're in West Clocktown. So we are still getting the. So we got the Camaro mask. We're going to be getting the bunny hood still, the postman's hat, and a heart piece from that. Boom. So that's another heart piece there. There's bunny hood thing. I might also try the dog race thing. I don't know. I think I better wait on that till I get the Mask of Truth. It's a shame the blue dog never wins. Alright. And that's another thing done. I'm actually going to have to charge the phone up so I can continue this. I think so. Let's do that. Should do this right here. So I'll just have it charge. Yeah. So. Or tell you what, how close do we have? We can, I think. Let's see if it does anything funny with us. So I'm charging the phone up now. There. Yes, I see that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna let this charge. Only have a quarter heart between the two of them. Well, that's to give. And the thing is, that's still another full heart container for us, so I will happily take that. Now, I think there's a secret if you blast the thing here with a bomb. Yes, there was. So once we get on to the second day, Tex said you stole their hearts with the dance. Ah. Well, there we go. How are we doing so far with regards to the notebook notes? Gotten her done to there. Third day still has to be done. I'm assuming this is the heart for the postman's mask, maybe, or I don't know. Says there's something we can do with him. Oh yeah! I might as well deposit this. I'm being silly. Not that, this. Alright, that should be it. Yes. Okay. Now that we've delivered the letter, he'll deliver it, then we'll be able to meet Cafe, get the Keaton mask eventually, and then also get Postman's hat, both of which are going to give us heart pieces. And this will give us another heart piece here. So, yeah, I think we'll be almost at 7 hearts. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else we can get to get another heart, but I don't think there is. It's fine. And then once we're done with that, we will be good to start. Alright. So we don't get the larger bomb bag tonight, but that's fine. Or today, that's fine though. So yeah, we just gotta throw bombs into the baskets. Okay. Damn it! No! Alright, fine. Alright, we'll do this. It's funny, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Cafe's name aloud before. I keep hearing you say Cafe. Makes me think. Takes me a moment to correct. Ah. Well, that's just how I've always pronounced the name. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is, I'll admit. Oh shit. Damn it. Okay, there we go. It's the hardest part of these games. Not accidentally jumping off. Yeah. We got it, though. Alright. There's another 100 there. Let's see. Does it actually show us how long we've got? Okay, does not. That's fine though. So we've already gotten that. Can't do that. Okay, I thought we were better. Way to say it, I would have suggested it. Nah. So yeah, I think from here we go get the next item, which is going to be pendant, and while we're at it, we also get and day 3 we do the next game, which is going to hopefully give us the heart piece since we did that 3 in a row, and between that as well as the bunny hood, we will finally be good to go with. I still want to get Blast Mask, of course, don't get me wrong, and I think I know how to get it. It's just... I'll probably get it during the next stream. But yeah, once we grind our way to getting another 200 or so rupees, we're going to be rolling in money. Thought there was a better way to say it. Well, I thought that, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna be... So I think, since I'm at 1,000 rupees in the bank already, this should put me... Once I hit 1,250, that'll be putting me at a quarter of the way through, which will be very lovely. But yeah, I think the things to do on this run are going to be the third game there, which will give us, I think, another heart piece, and then the... So after the other heart piece, the other thing would be, yeah, the postman's hat, which will give us another one. Keaton's hat mask, if we can do that quickly enough, should get us another one. But we might need the upgraded sword slash to get that. I don't remember. Jack says, one of my favorite games ever. Yep. Technically, I could even get the larger bomb bag anyways by just going to the curiosity shop. The problem is it tends to be more expensive that way, so I might as well wait. Okay, he's on his way here. Playing any games off stream? I mean, I can, it's just, you know, between this, work, and everything else, I don't get that much free time, really, a lot of times, so. So now, we're getting close to getting the next thing, or is streaming and gaming the same thing for you? It's not the same. So I do make a game. So I do gameplay also for full-on non-stream videos and stuff like that. And I do play games on my own free time as well. But trying to do it full-time does mean, of course, a lot of the work, a lot of the play goes hand in hand with being work as well, which is fine. Which is fine. Ooh. Well, you have great taste. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see what we are at now. Yeah, we're gonna have at least another bunch of rupee. We're gonna be at least a quarter of the way through, I think, by the time we're done with this run, and then with that quest. And hey, if it's more than that, then we're in great shape. But once we get the adult's wallet, things should just speed up even more, I think, too. It's just, or not the adult's wallet, the giant's wallet, but that just comes much later in the game, so. Never played Splinter Cell games. I respect them, especially in modern context. Made back when Ubisoft was quality, a sign of quality. Yes, that is very true. Okay, we're close to getting this part done, because I think L-Man's going to be coming here soon. When he does, it'll be good. I think the fastest way to make money in this game is actually at the Ikana Castle itself, at the main entrance, because once you get to that part, there's some re-deads that you can very quickly kill and get a lot of money just instantly. To the tune, if I remember correctly, it's to the tune of, they drop 20 rupees per every single re-dead, and since there's a whole bunch of them all at the same location, you just pull out your mirror shield, let the sunlight kill them, and you instantly get a whole bunch of rupees out of that, and then you just leave and then come back and they respawn and you do it all over again. So that's probably going to be my strat for getting any extra grind that I need done by the end to get that final heart piece. This game did obviously get the remake on the 3DS, but the remake is kind of scuffed. It has some positive changes, but it's got a lot of negative ones. So we're now officially a quarter of the way through the rupee amount we need for that heart piece. The Metroidvania, if you don't know them. Been looking at the Blasphemous games last month. Almost done with the sequel, been lots of fun. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them, and they do seem like fun from what I've seen. I'm gonna have to try them out, I think. Okay, there is our rupee count. Wait for him. It is scuffed. It was so thrilled with the presentation when I got it. I immediately grabbed OOT and then never went back. And here we go. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we will wait for this day to end. We'll get the pendant for her, then we'll also get we'll wait until we get the Keaton mask, and then we'll get the postman's hat too. And that should be the end of it right there, I think. Because then here we go. Green clothes. Andrew wrote about you in her letter. You're looking for cafe. Keep her secret, yes. I am Cafe. Cafe we're looking for is an adult. When I look at you, I just see a child. I was turned into this by a strange imp wearing a mask, but I'm not hiding because I look this way. When I was turned into this, I went to see the Great Fairy in the North Shrine, in the shrine near the North Gate. A ceremony mask was stolen from me by some prancing man with a grinning face. My wedding ceremony, I was quite happy. I was targeted because of what I had been turned into. I pity you. Angie was worried, but I can't go out yet. I made a promise to her that I would bring the wedding mask and greet her. This pendant, give it to Anju. Alright. With 3DS version is how they adapt to portable sensibilities, like saving at any time, but that sort of puts some pressure on you. In the original, removing that pressure scuffs it. There's that, there's the movement that's been slightly tweaked. The Zoro swimming mechanics being made cringe is a good example. But it's not the only example. The mobility of the... Using the spin... For example, spinning like this allows you to get a lot of momentum and easily move. Whereas if you did that with the 3DS version, it actually removed all momentum. That was scuffed. So that movement side of things was definitely scuffed. Let's see if we got this. Alright. Now we got that sorted. We can wait until day 3, and then we can do both the game there. We can also do... Let's see, when does it say we can actually do that? Ah yes, I might as well talk to this guy here. Alright.
Hi.
So it doesn't actually show it if you touch him there. Good to see people playing this in 2026, insanely nostalgic. Weird how I can still feel how this game creeped me out as a kid. At some point, indeed. Alright, let's get to the... Boom. So now we are officially a quarter of the way through that. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do on night 2, so I can actually skip it. Go straight to day 3. But first, I'm going to do one final thing. I get enough money to actually be able to afford the final minigame before I do that. Alright. So, I can now go here. And then we'll just walk straight over here and wait for day 3 to come. Get the rest of the cafe stuff done at that stage. Well, the rest that we can do, I should be specific. Which means getting the postman's hat, the Keaton mask, and what else? The heart pieces, if I can, so. Double song of time. And this should be a good time to test this out. Alright. This should put us basically to... yeah. Third night. Third day. Wait, what? Ah, you need a bow for this. You... okay, fine. We'll wait till we get a bow. I forgot what the third game was anyway, so that I guess that's partially my fault, but okay. So let's see if we can actually... let's see if we can actually get the cafe mask thing real quick. I think we should be able to right now. And then we get the bunny hood. Alright. Ooh. Damn it. Well, I might as well try getting the bunny hood first then. Okay. Something was... you couldn't complete it now. Yeah. Okay, I knew that. Alright. I forgot about that. Or, yeah. Well, at least we got ourselves a couple hundred more rupees in the bank. We got ourselves up to where we can hopefully get the, finally get the mask raft, or this mask, which is really going to be a game changer. I cannot stress enough just how good the bunny ears are in this. And all we need is this bad boy right here. So I've been thinking of which masks are I would consider to be the worst in this game. I'm going to say myself that it's the Don Guerrero mask, or the Don Guerrero mask. Specifically, a couple of reasons for that. Now we're at the ranch here, Romani Ranch. I think there's items here if we can climb this. Yeah, just some rupees, but hey, that's something. So we'll get the bunny ears, then we'll head back, get the Keaton mask, the postman's hat, and then I think that's where we can call the stream. We'll have been at it for just about 3 hours, give or take, so I'm happy with that. and there we go. One-time use masks suck. Yeah, they do. At least with some of them, like the Bremen mask here, it actually gets you a really useful item. Even if the So... At least this one actually gives you a really good mask in return. The Keaton mask doesn't, but it's a... Okay. Of the other masks that I would say suck, the old Knight mask looks nice, I will give it that. And it does give you 2 heart pieces. So there is also that, but... How many more of these do I need? 1 or 2, I think. There's one right there. And there's another one. So that should put us up and get us the mask. And then we can get the other stuff, and then... Excellent. It is actually a good thing to get the postman's hat first, because... we don't even need the cowl mask to actually get it. And I think we need the cowl mask at least for the other thing, so... Boom. My parents have chickens. Mm-hmm. They didn't really care much when I set up Chicken Dance on loop overnight. Is that on GameCube? No, I'm actually using one of the PC ports. Alright. Now... that already feels like a world of a difference. Okay, we'll just head back into town, get the other mask. That should get us another heart piece, at least from the postman's hat, and possibly we can get the second one from the Keaton mask, and then... So yeah, there'll be 2 heart pieces there. And then between that and the fact that there's some other stuff we can do to get even more heart pieces, in the next streams I think we'll be set to get more hearts, alright? We're already at 6 and we haven't even gotten to the first dungeon. But to be fair, this is the Zelda game that still has the most heart pieces. At least if we're talking old school Zeldas anyways. I don't know what the rule is these days for things like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. But this is the mask that I'm probably going to be wearing 90% of the playthrough just because, well, you can see. I was really happy when I found I could easily decompile N64 games. Emulation is kind of trash for that system. Emulation for N64 kind of, yeah. It's not quite the level of obnoxious that I've seen though with Xbox emulation for the longest time. But partly that was because people weren't actually doing much in the way of Xbox emulation, so. A message from Cafe. Now Cafe, I've known him since he was real little, but he showed up looking all young like a little in that little body. I didn't know what I was saying. Took was one glance at Keaton mask he was carrying for me to realize I was looking at my old friend. Mask long ago, just a little cafe. I didn't know kept it that well for so long. Alright, but I want to give this to you. Okay. Take this to his mother. He goes running it. Thief named Sakon. Kana village. Okay. Now, let's see if I can actually go talk to the postman. Oh, good point. I forgot about Xbox. Yeah, Xbox 360 as well, although that is also starting to improve. Some GameCube games, like trying to play Rogue Leader or Rebel Strike has always been a pain in the ass. But yeah, being an Xbox fan, trying to actually play Xbox through emulation until maybe 5 years ago was a painful experience. $3 p.m. But it is 3 p.m. Oh. Okay, well, we can at least do the Keaton mask thing. See if I can actually get a heart from it. Yeah, I need to put the mask on first. Damn it, I missed. No, it worked anyways. Cool, okay. Attempting to fool me, it's impossible. We Keatons can recognize our own by the sheen of our tails. But you're a good child, let me put you to a test. As a man, how old is Tingle? He's 35. God, I feel old answering that. Pick one of the three choices. What's the name of the singer? Rudo. Damn it! It's not Rudo. I was being an idiot. Let's try that again. I think it was Lula anyway, so... Okay. Come back here, you little bastard! $17 when I first answered that. Don't you dare. Damn, it doesn't work unless you get it the first time. Okay, fine. We'll do it your way, game. But now I can at least... Now 35 sounds young, I know. Okay, let's see if we can talk to him again. We can at least get this heart piece. This Orando? No, it is not. We're just doing, it's not entirely vanilla, I guess, because this is a PC port, and there are some minor adjustments here and there, like having the D-pad be functional, but no, it's not a rando. Though I think this thing does actually come with a built-in randomizer. It's the Two Ships to Harkinian version, so... with an HD texture pack thrown in for good measure. So, perfectly suited for us. So I think once we get this mask, we'll then get the heart piece for that, and then we'll be all set. I don't think I can go in. Oh, I can. So she could have potentially given me a bottle. Then. Neat. Well, I'm gonna get that bottle from her again anyway, so I might as well just hold off on that. Decided to flee as an order from the postmaster. I'm now free. I can set my own schedule. Oh, I was going to ask if this was his pack. I know the narrow pack anywhere. I spent a long time using. Yep, use it, but I knew he was involved with one. Yeah, this is it. All right. Well, it's a modification of it, but it basically is. I forget what else, but it's basically been modified and among other things. There we go. Another heart piece for us. So I'll just deposit the money, and then we'll play a song at a time, and that shall be the end of it, I believe. We'll call the stream here, and then we'll pick up next time. And I believe next time we'll be just going through the swamp, doing all the stuff there, as well as getting the blast mask. So that should about do it at that point. This is going to put us up to... Actually, I'm going to hold off because I do... 13's an unlucky number. Let's just get ourselves a little bit more, so we'll go up to 140 rupees or something, and then we'll call it. Let's see, what could I do to get rupees pretty quickly? I could kill some of the Dodongos again, because those drop 50 each time. So, I'll do that. I'll kill a couple of Dodongos, get 50 rupees as a direct result per kill, and then we'll be good. Once the rupee count's up, that'll put us up to, what, 1460 at that stage. So I'll be happy with that. Oh wait, it's nighttime, and because it's nighttime we get these things instead. But that's okay, because I think we'll still be able to fight them in the cavern there. And that's still 50. So I think... No, it despawns them. Cool. Well, that's just lovely. Alright, well since that was a waste of time, I guess I could try the Keaton Mask thing one more time and see if we can get a heart piece. Nope, doesn't look like it. That's fine. Guess one per cycle that... Oh yeah, you're right, that is once per cycle. I was hoping that would respawn them, but I was wrong. Okay, can we get... Actually, what am I doing? I can speed this up so much more. Alright, so once we get 140, then we'll be completely set. Alright. Got myself into... I'll read that once I get the chance. Oops, of farming and resetting. Yeah, I think that still the fastest way to get money in this game is still the one little exploit I told you guys about at the end there in the Iconic Castle itself, which is kill the re-deads with the mirror shield and then use their money to get everything you need. This will put us up to 1,400 though once I get what I need. So 1,400 rupees takes a significant chunk of what we need off that count, so be happy with that. Alright, we're so close. Then we do the, I guess, the 2 archery range things to get the archery challenges done. We'll be at a great spot there once we get the... But that requires the bow, so... so yeah, I guess... one of these streams will have us getting that all squared away, too. Alright. So only a few more times and we've got that, and then I'll be perfectly happy. And yeah, getting us... I will be doing it so that every single time I do the new playthrough or new cycle, I get all the money items at the start, or at least 200 worth, so I can deposit that instantly and get another significant chunk of the way through that challenge. And this should be the last one. Now we're all set. So I can go here, deposit the money, we'll have all the rupees we want into the bank for this time being. Alright. And that should about do it. So, we have been at it for just over 3 hours, but in these 2 cycles we got a significant chunk done. We still need to get Blast Mask, and the larger bomb bag, which is fair, but those will, I guess, be for the next stream. As far as the money side of things is concerned, though, we definitely made enough of a massive headway that, yeah, it's only going to be a matter of time in the game before I get that done. Likely going to be very, very quick to do. So, in any case, yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play some Majora's Mask as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.